The Asian Financial Forum 2015 welcomes Ruediger Theiselmann. He's the chairman of Corporate Finance Association, and it's an international one, but it's here in Hong Kong today. What brings you to Hong Kong?
Most recently, we opened up a new representative office of the Corporate Finance Association, which is called Corpfina, in order to attract new members and in order to intensify the dialogue on M&A, debt capital markets and equity capital markets in Hong Kong.
So looking at precisely what the association does, it puts together different players in those various parts of the industry.
Indeed. We bring together seasoned experts from the corporate finance markets, i.e. from corporates, banks, financial institutions, advisors like law firms or accounting companies, in order to have a comprehensive view on M&A, debt capital markets and equity capital markets. Often enough it's important to have a discussion on best practice, how transactions work, how offshore renminbi bonds work, how M&A, cross-border M&A work into various parts of the world.
So what's the requirement for corporate finance in the market right now? Bearing in mind there must be a certain amount of caution out there.
There is to some extent a lack of information and sometimes a lack of transparency as far as the various corporate finance structures are concerned. Sometimes this applies to derivatives, sometimes this applies to certain capital solutions, and the intention is to strengthen the exchange on these topics in order to create an informed decision. Informed
decisions are obviously required. To what extent would you say that regulation, particularly where it comes to Europe, is to an extent something of a wet blanket on the finance market?
Of course, regulation is something which affects the corporate finance markets, in particular the syndicated loan markets. Corporates need to look for alternative solutions such as bonds, private placements or equity.
Ruediger, Corpfina is here now in Hong Kong, and I would think that Hong Kong is what, a growing market that you see? I mean, is this going to be one of the biggest markets for finance in the world, would you say? I mean, how is it that you're just here now and today?
Hong Kong is the world's second largest market in terms of IPOs, which is remarkable. This is one thing. The other thing is that China plays an important role as far as cross-border M&A is concerned, and we learned today during the AFF that more than 60% of the Chinese direct investments are or have been made via Hong Kong, which is reason enough for Corpfina to open up the new office here in Hong Kong.
And talking about the Asian Financial Forum, which you're here right now, what's your impression of the forum that you're attending?
My impression is that the Asian Financial Forum is an excellent platform for exchange. We had interesting discussions on renminbi, on equity capital markets, on M&A. These are one of the most important topics from Corpfina's perspective. Therefore, it's absolutely recommendable.